Okay, so hey guys, welcome to TechFlow. Today's episode is about this desk. I'm basically just gonna strip the entire thing down and start from scratch. I've got a few little ideas that I've sort of pre-thought of, which I think you guys are gonna like. So without any further ado, we need to rip this thing apart. So I've always told people to use industrial Velcro. However, in recent months, I've said to maybe not use industrial Velcro because as good as it is and as strong as it is, it does have a little bit of a shelf life, or as Jed just said, a desk life. So this basically interfaces with the whole desk, and then you get one USB-C cable from here, obviously interfaces with the desk and charges the MacBook at the same time. This was Velcroed up there and it was falling off, so we need to figure out a better solution for this. So obviously, as well as mounting this under the desk, we've got things like power supplies, which I think a lot of you at home will have lying around that need to be mounted under your desk, whether it's for your monitor or for your speakers or something like that. So we'll discuss how to mount all this stuff to the bottom of the desk. But as you can see, we've basically got all of this cleared now. I'm just going to take this old power supply off, and then this is how I was doing my cable management before. Like I mentioned, really temporary setup, just these hooks in the bottom of the desk. Okay, so the first thing we need to tackle with this desk specifically is the power and the fact that this is a standing desk. Now, one thing that I always use is cable ties. Now, these things can be super annoying because, like I've said, if you need to come and do service on your desk, you can't just undo these. They have to be snipped with some scissors or a sharp object. But for things like all of the motor underneath this desk for the standing legs, which realistically is never going to be touched, cable ties are the perfect choice. So this is my idea. Now, I'm not saying you copy this because I've had to build this myself, but basically what we've got here is a fire-rated junction box, which is basically just connected to a plug here, and then this goes ahead and splits off the power with some 2.5mm cable, and we've got two double sockets at either side of the desk. Now, the reason I've positioned them either side of the desk is because both of the speakers that I'm going to have on the desk, the KLKs, are powered. Each of the speakers requires its own 240 volt socket. So these are in the perfect locations. Now the only thing to do is to test them. This is my little hack to get around this, to mount a power supply under here. Now obviously it helps that this is a wooden desk. We've got 3 screws here with little washers on. We've done the exact same method here with the actual USB-C docking station. So this is now at the front of the desk. We've used 3 screws here with the washers, and what I've done here is just put some Velcro on here just so the screws aren't gonna scratch the top of this metal casing. But that's not really an issue with these sort of plastic power supplies. I'm not bothered how this gets scratched up. Now, obviously I've mentioned it's a bit of a hindrance to you if you screw things to your desk, because therefore, if you do want to come and service it, it's going to be difficult. Same thing with the cable ties. But one thing I would say is that if you've got things that you know are going to live on your desk all the time, like I know this dock is going to be on the desk 24/7 because without it, the desk doesn't work. Things like that can be screwed in. But as you can see, we've gone ahead now and installed some D-line tubing. I'll have some links to all this stuff in the description. This has a nice adhesive back on it. I've also screwed it in just to give it a little bit of extra support. But what we can go ahead and do is route all of our cables that we think we're going to change out in the future. We can route all of those through these pieces of tubing, and therefore they will be super easy to maintain should we ever need to in the near future. Use a serviceable cable management doodads. So you can go ahead and put your cables in here, but then if you need to service anything, these are easily undone, so you can change out and swap out your cables. Okay guys, so the next day has rolled round and this is what we have ended up with so far. Now I've gone ahead and installed this LifeX LED strip inside of this diffuser tube here. Basically all that's doing is making sure that the corners of the LEDs aren't sticking out the corner of the TV. As you can see, here's an example of a strip without a diffuser tube, and you can see the strip in the corner of the TV. So far under the desk is looking pretty good, but as you can see right here, we're not 100% finished yet. So I'm going to put links to everything I've used down in the description. I attached the diffuser tubes to the back of the screen with this sort of see-through double-sided goo. This stuff is really, really cool and super strong, but also if I ever want to take these strips off, it's easy to remove. Here I've just bought some cable sheathing. This is basically just sheathing that you can put numerous cables in to disguise as one cable. We've got white here, and then I also bought some black, and these are really cool. But for now, I need to sort out this mess of cables, which is basically excess cable, which just needs to be screwed or fastened to the underside of the desk. And for that, cable hooks that you can remove so it's easy to service. And the thing I like about these is these are thick enough for you to be able to put a screw through them so you get some added security. The other side of this wall is the garage. So what I've done is put two cables through here and put some of the white sheathing over it. And through this cable, we have Ethernet, and then we also have our female figure-of-8 connector. I am absolutely fine with it, but as a best practice, don't run data cables and power cables together like I have here. Now our Corsair dock also has gigabit Ethernet installed into it. So what I've done is plugged a patch cable in here, and that blue one runs through here, and then I've put a little coupler on here. So all now we have to do to attach the desk to internet and power is plug our Ethernet cable into the coupler here, and then the figure-of-8 connector joins in just here. Now the power that comes through the wall is connected to this smart plug, so if I go ahead and toggle that on, and the best part about it is I don't need this long cable to go all the way into the plug socket. This is all on and looks super, super clean. So there you guys have it. Episode 1 of cable managing or re-cable managing my desks over and out. Let me know what you thought down in the comment section down below. And the thing is, there is no right way to do this because everybody's setup and everybody's desks are completely different. So what I hope this video has done is simply just spawn some little ideas. And also a great thing as well, just by repositioning the Corsair dock here from in the middle of the desk to the front, gives me access to the card reader. So therefore, I don't need this Kingston card reader, it's now obsolete, and this USB hub as well. It is no longer needed. So with a little bit of planning, you can make things simpler for yourself. Much, much cleaner. This is another type of cable management I've used before. I like these because they're sticky, but they also have a screw hole in. Basically, you put all your cables through here, and then you can push this tongue through, and then that locks in like that, and this will secure all of your cables. All of the methods that I have tried to use today are user serviceable, so you don't have to go snipping cable ties if you need to change out or swap out any of your cables, which, speaking from experience, is the most annoying thing. But as you can see, this thing is completely cable managed. It looks so clean, and I couldn't be happier. So if you guys have enjoyed, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, my name's been Alex, this has been TechFlow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.